What's going on, fellas? It's Myron Head with Men's Power Connect, and welcome to the Friday Five, where we equip, engage, and challenge men to walk in the power God has given you. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss these encouraging videos we do each week. Today, we're exploring a hard truth. Life hits us hard sometimes. And when it does, who's there to hold you up? A sobering scripture from the 14th chapter of the book of Job says, "Man who was born of a woman is full of days and full of trouble." Brothers, trouble is guaranteed in life. No man walks through this life unscathed. And the question isn't if hardships will come, but when. And when that time comes, you need more than just your own strength. You need a brotherhood. As we wrap up our time in the book of Romans, towards the end of the book, Paul leaves us with a powerful reminder. We who are strong have an obligation to bear with the failings of the weak. And not to please ourselves, let each of us please his neighbor, for his good to build him up. The early church wasn't built as a solo mission. It thrived on brotherhood. But today, many men are suffering in silence, isolation by pride, ego, or fear of judgment. We push away the very men God has placed in our lives to lift us up. But here's the truth. Isolation is dangerous for a man. It weakens the weak and it robs the strong of their duty to lead. Maybe today, life is good for you. Job may be steady, your faith feels strong, and your world is in order. But life has a way of humbling even the strongest men. And when your season of struggle comes, and brothers, it will come, who reminds you who you are and what you're made of? Think about Moses and Joshua. Over in the book of Exodus, Joshua and the army of Israel were in the heat of battle. And as long as Moses kept his arms raised, Israel prevailed. But Moses grew tired and his arms dropped. And when they did, the enemy, they gained ground. So Aaron and Hur, they saw this and they didn't judge Moses. They didn't tell him to man up and push through. No, they held up his arms until the battle was won. That's real brotherhood. Not just friends for the good times, but men who stand by you and help you stay strong when times get tough. Who are your Aaron and Hurs in your life? And better yet, whose arms are you holding up? And our greatest example of brotherhood is found in Jesus. Listen, fellas, even the Son of God didn't walk alone. Yes, he did come to serve, but he also allowed his disciples to serve him. And that mutual exchange between them, it deepened their relationship. Brotherhood isn't built on surface level talk. It's forged in shared battles, open scars, and mutual strength. Real friendship says, I see your wounds, I see your flaws, and I still stand with you. My challenge to you, brothers, is to be that man. Brothers, every man needs an Aaron or a Hur. Someone who will tell him the truth when he's off course, but will fight for him when he's standing in the right. And listen, I know this may be uncomfortable, but I'm going to say it anyway. Men need to be vulnerable. Yeah, I said it. Let your brothers see the real you. Let them see your scars. Because it's in that authenticity that real brotherhood is formed. When you see a brother struggling, don't look away. Step in, lift him up, and walk with him towards healing. Men, this is how we win. That's it for today's Friday Five and for the book of Romans. I want to invite you to check out our weekly blog post at www.menspowerconnect.com/blog. You'll find a link in the description. And you can also check out all the Friday Fives out of the book of Romans that we've been doing by clicking on the video at the bottom of the page. Until next time, fellas, go be an Aaron for another brother. Grace and peace.